it's Nancy, your favorite innkeeper from Olde Square Inn in Mountjoy, Pennsylvania in beautiful Lancaster County. Well, today I think is what, day 23 of our Coronication? Yeah, how are you keeping yourselves occupied so far? Well, so far I have painted the stairway, painted some trim, but you know, it's like, do you ever read that story when you give a mouse a cookie? It's kind of like that. Now that I painted the hallway and the trim, I see how shabby everything else looks. You know, well, shabby, I know, look at this, look at this. Look like Rod Blagojevich, as we determined last week. Looked into the mirror of truth, and today, looking into the mirror of truth, that's my mirror in my downstairs bathroom. I'm looking and I'm like, who put these scrawny arms on me? I didn't look like this 20 years ago. Anyway, all right, today we are going to make Awesome Tom's awesome Blueberry Baked Oatmeal. And if any of you have ever met Tom or have been here, you know that Tom is the one who takes care of things around the joint here. He keeps it running, keeps it clean, keeps it looking good. So this is Awesome Tom's recipe. And this starts with 3 cups of oats. The great big giant container of oats. Now with oats you don't have to worry about how you measure those. You can just scoop those out and pour them in there. Where with flour, remember you have to scoop it into your container. I went to the Wells Fargo wagon came. Look, I got myself some fuzzy water, one of my favorites. But I shouldn't say the Wells Fargo wagon came. Really, I went to the Wells Fargo wagon. I went to grandma shopping this morning at 6 o'clock. Yeah, that's when all the old people get to shop. And it wasn't so bad this time. Much better than it was last time where all the old folks were piling up their carts and coughing on you. This time they had like one-way aisles. You could get in, get out, and get over it. Okay, I have 3 cups of oats in there. Hi, Joe. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And remember, that's baking powder, not baking soda. Hi, Marcia. Baking soda is going to make your stuff taste pretty awful. I like to just mix that up a little bit. Well, baking powder will make it taste awful unless you have something to counteract the acid in there, like buttermilk, which we don't have. All right, now you get half cup of brown sugar, and anytime that you are measuring brown sugar, it's always packed. Now, in Awesome Tom's original awesome recipe, it calls for a whole cup of brown sugar, and to me, that's just a little too much brown sugar going on there. Yeah, so I went to the old folks shopping this morning, and that worked out pretty well. I woke up this morning at like, it had to be 4:30. And part of it was because I was nervous about it. I wanted to wake up in time to get to old folks shopping. And also, I clicked on something weird in Messenger. So now for the past 3 days, somebody from Estonia has been trying to break into my Mac, my computer. So if I'm off the air somehow, somebody from Estonia has gotten me. Okay, I have the brown sugar, I have the baking powder, I have the oats, and next, I like to pour in the melted butter. And because this lets it cool a little bit before I add the rest of the ingredients. Now, when Awesome Tom makes this recipe, he puts in the whole cup of brown sugar, and he also adds more brown sugar when he eats it. Yeah, I haven't seen Awesome Tom around here lately, what with the quarantine and all. Hi, Kathy. So nice to see you. I was just telling everybody that I looked into the mirror of truth again today and wondered who drew those scrawny arms on me. I used to look better 20 years ago. What's up with that? Okay, have that in there. Next, I'm going to put in 1 cup of milk. Let's pour that in there. And then 2 eggs go right in. Do you have anything planned for Easter dinner or Easter day? I know some people said they're not going to be celebrating because it's only them. You still have to celebrate. You're with your family. Hi, Linda. Put that in there. Let's get our other egg in there. And this Friday, tune in. I'm going to give you more tips and details about our table setting challenge. So on Sunday, when you're setting your table for your meal, hi Susan, we're going to do a table setting challenge. So you're going to set up a plate, obviously, a fork, spoon, and a knife, salad fork if you have it, water glass, bread and butter plate. So those are the parameters like I showed you the other day. And also you have to have either a centerpiece on your table or like a little name card like we made, or you have to have like a little party favor. I used to do that with my kids in 8th grade. We would have like this grandiose big party at the end of the trimester, and the kids would make party favors, and they would make placemats, and they would make table settings, and it was pretty cool. And then everybody would dress up, and we would have this meal served in the cafeteria, and we would invite all the teachers. So all the kids had to pick a theme. Hi, Barb. And so sometimes it would be New York, and they would make these New York City placemats and centerpieces, or it would be Pretty in Pink, or it would be race cars. It was pretty cool. One time, some of the kids thought they wanted to do 70s, so they all dressed up as hippies, and their party favors were baggies full of oregano. Well, you know what that was all about. So while it was funny, and you try not to, no, really, I laughed. It was funny. But they had to put those away. They couldn't have those. Okay, so I have all my ingredients put together. Just going to put my blueberries in there. And these are frozen blueberries. The original recipe calls for cinnamon, but you know how I feel about cinnamon. Cinnamon can go play by itself. Cinnamon is good in cinnamon rolls, hot tamales, red hots. Other than that, it needs to stay away from all other foods. Kind of like cilantro. No, that's not true. Cilantro is not good anywhere. All right, so I have everything put together. I'm going to put that in my 8x8 or 9x9 pan. And if you don't happen to have one of these, you can put it in a pie pan possibly. Oh, this looks so good. When I make this for guests, I usually make like a batch and a half because we go through it pretty quick. In fact, one of my guests, Suzette, I always have to have baked oatmeal when Suzette comes. Oh, I wanted to tell you also, tomorrow I'm going to be interviewed on blog radio, Big Blend Radio, and they're going to be talking about our little our cooking clatch here. So I'll give you the details to that in case you want to listen in and drop it in. All right, so this is it. And it looks kind of watery. That's okay because the oats absorb all of the milk in there. Now, I used quick oats today. I like that personally because it gives a lighter flavor. Some people like to use regular old-fashioned oats, and if you do that, it's going to be a little bit chewier. Okay, so this is going to go in the oven at 350 for a good 40 minutes. You don't want it too wet inside. 45 minutes, and you're good. And then, when everything comes out, oh, look at this. I know, doesn't that look so delicious? All right. Well, thanks for wanting me for a home ec teacher. We had fun in home ec. Oh, man. That is really good. Now, that's really good. Now, this is served with milk on the side and brown sugar. That's how we serve it at the end. That's how it's traditionally served. I think this is just good as it is right here. Kind of tastes like a great big oatmeal cookie. So delicious. I'm going to take one more bite. That's really good. Isn't this pretty? This is Depression glass. Monax. I think that's so pretty. So, on Friday, when we get together, I'm going to tell you more about our table setting challenge. Should we have prizes for our table setting challenge? Wouldn't that be fun? Tell us how it tastes. It tastes delicious. It tastes like a great big giant oatmeal cookie. I'm going to eat that. Blueberry on top. That's good. Yes, table setting challenge. I'll tell you more about that on Friday. And then tomorrow, if you get a chance, you're going to listen to Big Blend Radio when they interview me about our cooking classes here. And they're also going to be talking to another innkeeper in the area and a couple of innkeepers from around the country. So it has been so great to have you here today. And if you like us, please share this this post on your Facebook page. That helps keep us going. All right, everybody. I am Nancy from Olde Square Inn in Mount Joy, Pennsylvania, in beautiful Lancaster County. Enjoy day 23 of your Coronacation. Bye, everybody.